If you are wanting to buy a home, but your plan is to wait and see what happens with interest rates or home values, hoping that both will dip, unfortunately, the odds are not in your favor. And let me explain why. Hi, my name is Ricky Nava. I'm a loan officer here in California, and I love educating people in the mortgage process. So what's going on right now? Well, according to Mortgage News Daily, the average interest rate around the country is 7% for a conventional 30-year fixed mortgage. Yes, that is a little bit high. So I understand that people want to wait and see what happens with interest rates, hoping that they will dip to maybe be able to either afford to buy a home or get a payment that's more comfortable. But now that Trump has been elected president, economists fear that inflation is actually going to go back up. If he ends up implementing his policies like mass deportation and increasing tariffs on imported goods, those things will cause the price of goods to go up. So your groceries might become more expensive. Everything might become more expensive. So when that happens, that increases inflation. And remember, interest rates are directly tied to inflation. So when inflation goes up, normally mortgage rates go up. When inflation goes down, mortgage rates tend to go down. That is because in order to fight inflation and bring it back down, the Federal Reserve raises the benchmark rate, which has an effect on mortgage rates. So if Trump does end up following through on his promises, then it looks like mortgage rates have a possibility of going up next year. Yes, even higher than the 7% that they're at right now. So you might think, okay, well, maybe that's a good thing because higher rates means less demand. Less demand means that home values will go down. Well, normally in a regular market, yes, that would be the case. But right now we have low inventory. And one of the reasons we have low inventory is because people who would normally be selling to upgrade are not doing that as much right now because the payment on their upgrade is higher than what they want because interest rates are high. So that means that we might end up having low inventory here for a little while until rates drop. So with the low inventory, even though there's less demand, that's not going to cause a huge drop in home values. It might dip a little bit and there might be less competition, which is great for you if you're trying to buy now, but it's not going to cause any sort of a crash or huge dip in home values. So let's say home values stay steady all throughout the year, and then at the end of the year or sometime throughout the year, inflation starts to go down. Well, if mortgage rates start to dip, then that's going to cause home values to go back up. So either way, it looks like a lose-lose situation if you're planning on waiting. I don't think the best strategy is waiting. I know people who are still waiting who've been wanting to buy for several years and they keep getting priced out of the market. It keeps getting harder and harder. It doesn't get easier and easier the more you wait. It actually gets harder the longer you wait. So what's the solution? Well, the solution is to put together a plan. If you're afraid that you won't qualify now because either the payment's too high or you just don't qualify because of your debts or maybe your credit, let's put together a plan. We have credit repair specialists that we can recommend that are not going to scam you because there are a lot of scams out there when it comes to credit repair. We can recommend you to someone who has a good reputation who will actually help you increase your credit score. If you're worried about paying off debts, let's look at your situation. Let's do what we call a pre-qualification. That includes a soft credit check, which does not affect your credit. Okay, it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't cost money to apply. It's all completely free. We put together a plan. I show you exactly what debts need to be paid off in order for you to qualify for what you want. Now you have a plan. Now you know that within 3 months, 6 months, a year, you'll be able to purchase what you want. If the issue is that the payment's too high, then the solution would be to save up more money to be able to either put more money down or buy down the interest rate to get a more comfortable payment. By how much? Like how much do you need to save? Well, that's where I come in to let you know. The whole point is to put together a plan, and I can help you do that. So either send me a message or visit my website to get started. Have a great day, and trust me, it is possible to be able to buy a home in this market as long as you have a good plan in place.